Tuesday, February 17th, 2019. Locally, we are supposed to be getting 5 to 8 inches of snow starting early in the morning and then followed by ice. So I just wanted to document leading up to it. We'll go first my Facebook. We'll look at some pictures. They started early with the seeding from above. There's supposed to be a supermoon, but well, as you can see, we're not going to be able to see it. Here's the geo color vision over the Conus. We can see this stream coming straight up out of the Gulf. Some storms popping off here in the coastal states. Take a look at the current radar. Not seeing too much going on interference-wise. In southern Cal, we usually get this, but I wanted to point out they put back up the Mimic 1, and here we'll notice on the 16th, we're going to notice a stream coming up the Gulf right here, and then a bump, and then you'll see this atmospheric river get shoved up. Now we'll go to this is the mid-level water vapor imagery for the past few days. And we'll notice right after that happened, the stream get bumped up, just like we saw right there. Just like we saw on the Mimic map. And then on the Archive composite imageries for that day, we noticed this interference pattern right here over southern Florida. This is what's referred to as a digital ping. Now, I'm not sure what caused this, but for all you don't know what interference is says right here, weather radars work by sending and receiving microwave pulses. When nearby devices transmit at the same frequency, we see disturbances as dots and spikes in the radar image. Okay, now, so you know that when you not all the time is it the NexRad itself. Sometimes it is from another device transmitting at the same frequency. Now, like this one here off North Carolina, I've been seeing that a lot the past couple days. That pencil beam, they call it, and that can heat that area of the atmosphere. Here is the recent long-wave infrared imagery. We see storms popping off here in the south. Coastal states, we'll take a closer look at that on the visible feed. And then just pop off like more like springtime type of thunderstorms. And then we'll see all these perfect frequency waves right here in Florida. Look at this. Now you can put my pointer there and you'll notice how these lines do not move. And we know there is not mountains in Florida. We see this, right? See it all. Here's a closer look at Mississippi and Alabama. Storm popping off right now. You can see them waveforms in this as well. Look at that. Then I want to take a look. All this is from earlier radar. Stop it, and we're going to notice. See these lines emanating up from this NexRad in Columbia, South Carolina. Pay attention up to here. See it there. And then we'll take a look at this is total precipitation accumulation. Now, this is a GFS model. We'll go forward, and this goes clear up to March 7th. Now, it was the majority of it right centralized over Kentucky and Tennessee, what would you call this, Tennessee Valley. As we can see, it's shifted down more south more. But, you know, that's far out. Normally about, give it 3 days is about as accurate as it gets. We'll look at the flooding. So we got a couple major flooding going up and down the Mississippi here, some in Arkansas, right on the Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky. Yep. And then also I want to point out, I like pointing out these wind farms, especially these ones sitting right here when all this moisture comes off the Rockies. Oh, look at this one right here, Colorado. Like, I was just looking at the radar. When was it? Yesterday? I'll take a look. I wanted to show you this. What we're going to see is this pencil beam right here, all right? You'll see it pop off a couple times there. And then that radar in Kansas right there react to it. And like I said, you can see all these dots. These are all these windmill farms. So when water vapor is coming off the Rockies here, all these wind farms are assisting with what I'd like to call, like, there's a system, weather control system in place over the United States. And you've got the wind farms, you got obviously the airplanes, you got the power plants and industrial plants. And we'll take a look off the west coast. Once again, these ship tracks sticking out like a sore thumb. So you got them. And then obviously you have all the microwave emitting devices that assist. And there's tons of them, all the way down to this as small as a cell tower, a Gwen tower, the ELF, extremely low frequency waves. What else did I want to look at? Yeah, that about sums it up. I just wanted to record all this leading up to the big snow and ice storm. Frequencies, interference, airplanes, it all can be seen. Same thing. Every week. Week in, week out. Sometimes it just changes a little bit. And then here was something interesting last night. When you put two grapes in a microwave and they're touching, they burst into a fiery plasma. And then the other article stated that they could conceivably shrink these rules to a smaller scale to create similar hotspots and nanoparticles. For example, scientists used heated nanoparticles to make very precise sensors or to facilitate chemical reaction. For some reason, it made me think about eyeballs, and I looked up eyeballs, and yeah, they put two eyeballs in the microwave, and it does the same thing. So, that's about it for my weather report. We'll check back in at a later date.